They kicked a U.S. Marine off a yacht deck, live on camera, in front of 200 investors. Minutes later, that same broadcast would end the owner's biggest launch. Major Sarah Bennett, a Marine Corps combat engineer, had spent 6 years certifying structural safety on military housing before she was hired by a federal Veterans Housing Board. That afternoon she arrived at a private marina outside San Diego, dressed in plain civilian clothes, holding a tablet loaded with inspection files. She wasn't there for the party. She was there to sign off on the safety rating for a floating resort complex the yacht's owner was about to unveil to investors, a project marketed as built by veterans, for veterans. A staffer stopped her at the gangway. "This deck's reserved for guests. I'm the inspector. I need dock access before the broadcast starts." He looked her over, unconvinced, and waved toward the parking lot. "We don't need dock crew right now. You'll have to wait outside." Sarah asked him to radio the event coordinator. He didn't. Cameras were already rolling nearby, catching the exchange from a distance without anyone realizing it. She stepped back onto the dock and waited. Inside, the owner was minutes from going live, pitching his resort to a room of investors and a national livestream audience, repeating one phrase into the microphone, that every structural element had passed veteran-led inspection. That was the problem. Nothing had been signed yet. Sarah's signature was the one piece missing from his entire pitch, and his own staff had just walked it off the property. A junior producer noticed the dock footage playing back on a monitor and froze. He recognized the badge clipped to Sarah's tablet strap. He ran for the control booth. 30 seconds before the owner's countdown hit 0, the live feed cut to the dock. 200 investors, and thousands watching online, saw Sarah standing outside, still holding the unsigned inspection file. The owner's expression changed on camera as the broadcast host asked the question live. "Has the property actually passed certification?" Sarah was brought back on deck, this time on air. She didn't raise her voice. She held up the tablet. "The structural inspection isn't complete. I found 3 load-bearing failures in the east pontoon during my walkthrough this morning. I was on my way to discuss them when your team removed me." The investors on the live stream chat began pulling out in real time. Shares of the parent company dropped before the broadcast even ended. The owner tried to recover, insisting the issue was minor. Sarah stayed on camera and read the 2 paragraphs directly from her report, describing measurements the audience could check themselves once the filing became public record. Within a week, the housing board suspended the project pending a full re-inspection, and the veteran-built marketing campaign was pulled entirely. Sarah didn't do any press afterward. When a reporter caught up with her outside the marina, she said only, "I didn't stop the launch. The building did that. I just wouldn't sign something I hadn't checked." She went back to her next inspection the following Monday. Same tablet, same quiet walkthroughs, no cameras waiting for her. Would you have signed off under pressure, or stood on that dock like Sarah did? Tell us what you have done in the comments.